This new Netflix series everyone is talking about is definitely worth a watch. In the British crime drama Adolescence, a family's world is turned upside down when 13-year-old Jamie Miller is arrested for suspicion of murdering a female classmate named Katie. The charges against Jamie leaves everyone questioning why. The limited series is 4 episodes, about an hour each, that shows how Jamie's actions had a ripple effect for not only his family, but for those who knew Katie and a forensic psychologist sent to assess Jamie before his trial. Each episode is shot in one continuous take, and I absolutely love that. Do you know how on point everyone needs to be to achieve that? The main actors, background, camera operators, everyone. I think the one-take episodes kept the pacing of the story moving and gave a unique way to telling the story. There's also a gorgeous aerial shot in episode 2 that takes viewers from Jamie's school to the location of Katie's unfortunate murder. And I was just in awe and couldn't wait to find out how they achieved that. And you can find a clip of that on how they made the show on Still Watching Netflix YouTube's channel. But let's get back to the show. The young man who plays Jamie is named Owen Cooper, and he makes his acting debut in Adolescence. He has been receiving tons of praise for his portrayal, but it was just fine to me. Like, kudos to him for this being his first role. I definitely commend him on tackling such a difficult character for his first time on screen, but it wasn't groundbreaking to me. It was just fine. But Adolescence is pretty straightforward and doesn't give any red herrings about Jamie's case. But if you were anticipating a more murder mystery type vibe, I would suggest the 2020 drama Defending Jacob on Apple TV+. It has similar themes of a young white kid being accused of murdering a classmate, but it's a fleshed out 8-episode limited series. You get more in depth of the accuser's mindset. You see everything leading up to the trial, and it leaves you guessing who was actually responsible. But both series show the implications of what a murder accusation or crime does to anyone remotely close to the situation. And I felt devastated by the end of Adolescence and unexpectedly started sobbing, like a real sob. And it wasn't for Jamie at all, but for the family and just the idea of what life will be like for them now. They became guilty by association, and I don't even want to imagine what that feels like. I don't know anything about the criminal life, and I don't want to know anything about the criminal life. The closest I get to the judicial system is when I'm summoned for jury duty. And even that's a lot for me, because I don't want to be responsible for someone's life in that capacity. But I digress. Another takeaway from Adolescence is the concept of nature versus nurture. It's a concept I think about often because when I hear news about young kids getting shot in inner cities and they're often shot by their peers, it makes me think of the circumstances that get someone to that point of rage, because many times a parent can do everything right and something can still go wrong with a child. And on the flip, a kid can have a horrible upbringing but turn out fine. So where does the flip come from? And for today's youth, how much of that is determined by social media? Like, how much does social media play into that? These are the questions I want us to talk about in the comments. Adolescence is streaming right now on Netflix, so let me know how the show made you feel and what questions came to your mind.